Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be showing you how I got this look right here using the Beauty Grandiose Palette. I didn't take French. Is that French? I'm going to be using basically 3 shades from here, and I came up with this look really easy, super quick, not that hard, promise you. And this is what I came up with. So if you guys are actually interested in seeing how I got this look right here, then please keep on watching. Okay, so this is going to be really simple because it's essentially just going to be dealing with 3 colors. So the first thing, oh, my eyebrow itches. First things first, I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush. This is just a Wet n Wild brush. And then I'm going to go in with the palette, and we're going to go in with Poppy first, which is this really nice kind of berry purple shade. If I can find my mirror, there it is. And I'm just going to put this out here and work it in my crease. Still going to use the same brush, but I'm going to start creating that just darkness on the inner and outer portion. So essentially this is basically a spotlight, but call it what you want. So yeah, so basically just take your blending brush. There's no precision really to it. Just dip it in, tap it off, and I just kind of, like this. You just poke it on and do a little bit of a swirl motion. I would probably go inward to your eye, like toward the center of your eyeball, because I feel like that's just going to prevent it from being too harsh out here. See how like this is pretty blown out and stuff? Basically just go inward at first. And then I'm going to pop it in right here, and I'm just kind of brushing it in. Just because obviously a big fluffy brush on the inner portion of your eye is going to be a little difficult and probably not the smartest thing to do, but I'm lazy and I'm using one brush. The goal here is to basically just be really blended and nice and soft and not super defined. And now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go in with that shade Clove right here. And even though it's pretty peachy orange on its own, I think it's the only color in this palette that really can help blend and soften up this purple. So it does turn into a little bit of a pinky tone, but it seems to work really well together though. I don't know. I feel like personally for me, like sometimes it just takes me a moment to be inspired by a palette. And I feel like with these, I was just like, oh, okay, cute. But I don't know, the color story just didn't click with me. But so far, I have only tried 3 shades. And the Poppy shade, obviously, is really nice. And it blends pretty well. And there's color. It's really nice and buildable. And, like, obviously, this one is too. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say about these. Like, the color's pretty. They feel good. And it's not like taking me forever to blend them out, which is nice. But I think what I'm gonna do is actually go in with Patchouli right here. And oh my gosh, have you guys smelled the what's it? I think it's the Bed Bath & Beyond. No, the Bath & Body Works. I don't know why I get those mixed up all the time, but the Bath & Body Works Comfort Aromatherapy. I think it's like patchouli and something else. It smells so freaking good. Don't fight me on that. So I just thought that was funny when I read this name. But I'm just going to go in a little bit with that patchouli. And it's not really a nude shade for me because it's actually a little dark. Because I'm just in my winter shade right now, but I'm gonna use it to possibly help kind of soften out my edges, because I kind of blended a little high, but like I don't mind it because it's kind of like a really blown out look. But if you want it to be a little more softer, then definitely don't blow it out as much as I did. But just blend it out and just be really light. Like, don't, a tip just in case you like don't do this, but like literally go in with the lightest touch when you go to blend stuff out, because all you're doing is really just going to be tugging at your eyelid, and it's going to start affecting your actual skin other than like actually blending it out. And I feel like when you're really tough with the eye, like with the shadow being, like applying the shadow, it kind of makes it harder for you to even blend it in the first place, because you're just like, I don't know, I feel like you're not really even spreading it or just diffusing it. So just be like soft with your eye and just lightly tap it and like hold it from the end. If you have a tendency to be a little aggressive when you blend, hold it by the end of the brush and it'll help you like be lighter with your eyeball. Love your eye, okay? So I'm just lightly blending that out with my finger. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to go in with Rose, which is that shimmery pinky shade right here. And it's actually pretty close to the shade Poppy, but it's just obviously a little pinky. And I'm just going to use my finger. We're going really easy with this application. And I'm just going to tap this all in the middle and kind of like diffuse it out to the edges, because I actually don't mind for the whole eye to look shimmery. Like, I kind of was going for that look with this look, so just kind of blend it out to your liking. Kind of see that? See how it's just diffused on the lid? And then I bring it up just a little bit up on my crease, just because I've noticed with my eyeball I'm like kind of deep set, so I bring it in anyway just to make my eye look bigger instead of more closed off, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to go in with this brush from the Boxycharm, also in this month. It came with like 4 other little brushes, but I'm going to go in with this one. I'm going to go in with Poppy and just bring that Poppy shade back out on the edges to kind of bring that depth back in. There we go. And then do it on the inside. And then I'm just going to go back in with Rose and just kind of do it to your liking. Just go back and forth, because I feel like that's the best way you get the best results, you know. So okay, and now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a shade that's outside of the palette, because I want it to have a brighter kind of center right here. And this shade Jasmine right here is just goldish, and like it doesn't go with the look, so in my opinion. So I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in Blossom Glow, because it has a pink tone to it, as you can see. Give it a little bit more dimension. It's very subtle, but I feel like it makes a difference. Just going back in with this blending brush, I'm going to highlight right here under my brow. And then taking that shade, this angled brush right here, I'm going to go back in with I didn't go back in with Poppy. I went back in with Rose, the shimmery shade, and put this under my eye, like so. Just to bring it in. And there we go. Oh, and I did this for just kicks and giggles. I took this Naked Cosmetics highlighter palette I got in a Boxycharm a while back, and I just went in with this pink shade here and just a tiny bit of the purple and did a highlight. You probably can't even tell, but I did it just to coordinate, essentially. You don't really even have to do this, but I just thought it'd be fun to put a little bit of a pink highlighter with this look. Because why not? I'm sure nobody else wears colored highlighters like this, but I love it. I do it all the time. Just go on my nose. Give me some pinkiness. There we go. Clean that brush. Okay, so basically this is the final look, and all I did is I went in with this liquid lipstick in Sugar Plum by Anastasia. It's got blue going through it, but like ignore that, okay? But yeah, so this is kind of what I came up with, just a monochromatic kind of berry look. I didn't really know what to do with the lips because I was just focused on the eyes, so that's why we have the combination we do. But it's cute, right? So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!